The last rapture sign just appeared. There comes a moment when the world stops whispering and starts screaming at you. A moment when the noise isn't random anymore, it's a signal. The last sign doesn't knock politely. It crashes through your comfort zone. That's what just happened. A sign has appeared, and it's not here to entertain you. It's here to wake you up. This isn't about waiting for the perfect time. That time is gone. The sign doesn't wait for your schedule. It doesn't wait for your doubts. It doesn't wait for your fears. It's the last call, and when the last call shows up, you either rise to the occasion or you fade into the background with the rest of those who said tomorrow. You've been playing safe. You've been pretending you have time. But life isn't a game that pauses when you're scared. It's a full court press every single day, and this sign, this rapture moment, is your chance to decide, are you going to be remembered for hesitation or for action? Every great victory starts with an awakening, and awakenings don't come soft. They come like thunder, like a slam that shakes the rim. That's what this moment is. This isn't a warning, it's an opportunity. You want to know what separates the chosen from the forgotten. They don't wait for the storm to pass. They move through it. They see the sign, and they run towards it, not away from it. Because signs aren't for decoration. They're for direction. The last sign appeared, and you saw it. Now the world is watching to see if you'll respond. Recognize the sign before it's too late. You've seen the sign. Don't act like you didn't. It wasn't hidden. It wasn't quiet. It was loud, clear, and undeniable. The question is not whether it appeared. The question is whether you had the courage to recognize it. Most people see the same signs you do. They scroll past them. They shrug them off. They think life owes them a second round of warnings, like the world is going to knock on their door again tomorrow. It won't. The last sign doesn't come twice. It's not a bus you can miss and catch the next one. It's a rocket. When it launches, it doesn't circle back for the ones still tying their shoes. You can't keep asking for proof when proof has already been given. That's the weakness of the undecided. They always demand more signs because they're too afraid to admit the one they got was enough. You recognize a sign not with your eyes, but with your willingness to act. Seeing it is easy, believing it is a choice, acting on it. That's where the great ones separate from the crowd. The ones who make history are not the ones with the most information. They're the ones who recognize urgency before the crowd does. They don't wait for applause. They move when the whisper becomes a roar. You're being tested right now. The sign is the test paper. The clock is already ticking. And while you hesitate, someone else is already writing their name in bold letters. Recognizing a sign means saying goodbye to your excuses. You can't blame ignorance anymore. You saw it. Now it's on you. How many more moments will you let pass before you start treating life like it matters? How many more warnings before you stop scrolling and start moving? The truth is, the last sign isn't just about the world, it's about you. It's a mirror. It's showing you who you are when urgency calls your name. You can walk away pretending it's not real, but that won't stop what's coming. Denial is not protection. It's a delay, and delays are dangerous. Recognize it now, or regret it forever. That's the trade-off. That's the brutal reality people don't want to face. This isn't the time for more analysis. This is the time for action. A sign is not a debate topic. It's a direction. So ask yourself, did you just see a sign, or did you just receive your final chance to change everything? Stop waiting for perfect timing. The perfect time doesn't exist. Stop building your life around a fairy tale moment that was never promised to you. Every second you wait for perfect is a second someone else uses to win. That's how simple it is. While you're waiting, they're working. You think timing is what makes champions. No. Action makes champions. Timing only matters to those who refuse to move. You've been taught to wait for the stars to align, the conditions to stabilize, the risk to fade. That's not wisdom. That's hesitation dressed in nice words. Perfect timing is a myth that keeps the fearful comfortable, because as long as they believe in it, they never have to start. The game doesn't stop for your schedule. Opportunity doesn't hold its breath until you feel brave enough. Every great moment in history was born in chaos, not comfort. Wars, recessions, storms. Winners don't wait for the storm to pass. They build the boat in the rain. Your delay is your greatest enemy. Not the competition, not the world. Your delay. That hesitation is writing your obituary while you're still breathing. You think tomorrow will feel safer. Tomorrow will only feel heavier, because now you'll carry the weight of knowing you missed your chance. Stop telling yourself you're preparing. Preparation is not the same as postponement. You're either getting ready or getting left behind. The sign didn't come to give you a comfortable countdown. It came to tell you move now or lose now. Perfection is an illusion sold by those who never started. The real path is messy, raw, unpredictable, and that's why it's real. Every second counts when the clock is this close to zero, and the ones who move despite the chaos are the ones the world remember. Stop asking when is the right time. Start saying now is the time. Because if not now, when fear will not protect you, fear pretends to be your friend. It whispers caution, it wraps you in false safety, it tells you that waiting will somehow keep you safe. It's lying. Fear is not a guard dog, it's a thief. It doesn't protect you from danger, it robs you of destiny. Every moment you hesitate because of fear, you let it win. You let it take your chance, your momentum, your purpose. You think fear is a sign of wisdom. No. Fear is a parasite that feeds on your vision until you forget why you even started. The sign appeared and fear told you, stay still. Wait a little longer. It's too risky. That's how dreams rot. Not with fire, but with delay. You've been hiding behind fear like it's armor. It's not armor, it's a cage. What are you really afraid of? Failure, pain, losing. Let me tell you, failure is tuition. Pain is the teacher, and losing is the map. Fear teaches you nothing. Fear will convince you that safety is survival. But safety is often the slowest form of destruction. The ones who rise are not the ones without fear. They're the ones who act despite it. Fear cannot protect you from the storm. It only ensures the storm hits you unprepared. The sign didn't appear for the fearless. It appeared for the willing. The willing step through fear like it's smoke. Fear is loud before you move, silent once you do. Every time you choose courage, fear loses power. Every time you bow to fear, it grows stronger. So what will you feed today? Fear or your future? Prepare your mind, not just your plans. Plans look good on paper. But paper doesn't bleed. Paper doesn't sweat. Paper doesn't fight. You can map your life with precision, but if your mind is weak, your map means nothing. The sign came not to flatter your strategy, but to test your mental strength. Mental preparation is not optional. It's the core. Because when the moment comes, it's not the plan that acts, it's the person. You've been polishing your to-do lists, reading strategies, watching tutorials. That's fine, but if your mind crumbles under pressure, you've built a glass house in a storm. A prepared mind turns chaos into clarity. An unprepared mind turns clarity into chaos. You need to train your thoughts to obey your vision, not your fears. This is why the greats succeed. They don't just prepare their steps, they prepare their state of mind. The sign is a challenge to your focus, your discipline, your inner voice, not your blueprint. You can't outsource mental toughness. You can't borrow it. You can only build it. Every morning, your mind is either your weapon or your weakness. You decide which it will be. Stop asking for the road to be easier. Train your mind to be stronger. Plans change, pressure rises, signs appear. The mind that is ready will always win, no matter how messy the field looks. So stop decorating your plans and start hardening your mindset. Because when the moment hits your mind, not your map will decide your future. Move with relentless faith. Faith is not sitting still and wishing. Faith is moving with the certainty that what you're chasing is already yours. You saw the sign. Now you have to move like it was meant for you. Faith doesn't need proof. It creates proof. When you hesitate, you're telling the world you don't believe what you saw. Relentless faith is not a mood, it's a decision. It's saying, I'm going forward even when the ground shakes. You can't halfway believe. Half belief is full defeat. Faith is a muscle. If you don't use it, it shrinks. The ones who step out first are rarely the ones with the clearest view. They're the ones with the strongest faith. Faith moves mountains, but only for the ones willing to push. Stop praying for signs you already received. Start acting on them. Faith doesn't eliminate risk. It eliminates hesitation. The world doesn't reward the cautious. It rewards the committed. Move now, believe now, walk as if the finish line is already drawn for you. Faith is the bridge between the sign and the victory. Without it, the sign was just a flash in the sky. Sacrifice now, celebrate later. You want the crown, but not the cost. That's why most never rise. Sacrifice is the toll every champion pays to cross the bridge. The sign is not a gift, it's a gate. And the gate only opens when you give up something that's holding you back. Comfort will never carry you to glory. It will carry you to average, and average is just a polite word for forgotten. Sacrifice is not punishment. It's proof you're serious. You can't keep your old habits and gain a new life. You can't hold comfort in one hand and destiny in the other. The sign appeared to show you what's possible. Now it's asking, what will you give for it? Sleep less, train harder, cut distractions, distance from the weak. That's the language sacrifice speaks. Every celebration you envy was bought by a sacrifice you didn't see. Sacrifice now, and you'll walk into your future with your head high. Delay it, and you'll watch someone else walk past you with what you wanted. You can cry about what you lose, or you can build with what you kept. The world doesn't care how hard it feels. It cares what you paid to get where you are. So what's it going to be? Comfort today, or greatness tomorrow? Because you can't have both. Surround yourself with the awake, not the asleep. Look around you. Some people saw the same sign you did, and they're still asleep. You can't afford to build your future in a crowd that's sleepwalking. Energy is contagious, so is laziness. You spend time with sleepers, you start yawning too. The awake are rare, they move when others hesitate. They see urgency where others see inconvenience. Find them. Learn from them, stand with them. The asleep will tell you to slow down, calm down, wait it out, not because they care, because your movement exposes their stillness. Your circle decides your ceiling. If the people around you don't feel the fire, their water will put yours out. This moment is not for everyone. It's for the ones who felt that sign in their bones. Your environment is either a launch pad or a leash. Stop dragging dead weight. Start walking with the awake. Because when the last sign appears, the company you keep becomes the path you follow. Legacy starts when excuses and excuses are the bricks that build your prison. Every excuse sounds reasonable until the clock runs out. The sign appeared, and still you have reasons why you can't move yet. That's how legacies die. One excuse at a time. You don't get remembered for your reasons, you get remembered for your result. Excuses make you feel smart in the moment and foolish in the end. The last sign is not a warning for more delay, it's the final call to end every excuse you've been hiding behind. Legacy is born the moment you say no more. No more waiting. No more blaming. No more when it's easier. Excuses are heavy. Legacy is light. But you can't carry both. Your children won't inherit your reasons. They'll inherit your results. The world won't ask what stopped you. It will ask what you left behind. Excuses are the language of the forgotten. Action is the language of the remembered. So drop the script, write the story, start now. The last sign is not a decoration in the sky, it's a decision on your soul. It's the moment the clock stops ticking quietly and starts roaring in your ears. You've heard the message, you've felt the urgency, now the only question left is, what will you do with it? This is not about fear, this is about finality. The door doesn't stay open forever. The window doesn't pause for your comfort. The world doesn't slow down because you hesitated. You've been told. You've been warned. You've been given the sign others prayed for and never saw. Now it's in your hands. Every second from this moment forward is a statement of faith or fear, a statement of action or delay, a statement of life or regret. The ones who move now will look back and thank this moment for changing everything. The ones who wait will one day remember it as the moment that could have saved them, but didn't. Don't be the one left explaining why you didn't act. Don't be the one rehearsing excuses when the final whistle blows. The sign has appeared, the call has been made, the time for comfort is over, the time for courage is here. And when the dust settles, only two kinds of people will remain, those who watched and those who moved. Which one will you be? Because the last rapture sign just appeared, and your name is still waiting to be written in history.